It's not possible. I didn't say it would be easy, Neo.
Good morning. The Committee on Parole, we are reconvening at Vernon Parish Jail on April 23rd, 2024. It's 9:47 a.m. Officer, would you introduce yourself for the record, please, sir?
So, W. Obama, sir, Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for accommodating us this morning. And we are ready for Mr. Daniel Lewis. Is he in the room? We can't see him. Your camera needs to be adjusted downward, or he needs to stand up or something. There you go. All right, sir. Mr. Lewis, would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number, please.
David Lewis. My DOC number is 050403.
All right, Mr. Lewis, my name is Cheryl Renatza. This is Mrs. Stapleton to my left, Mr. Freeman to my right. You're here for a revocation decision this morning. And we're going to put up a form on the screen, and I'd like to see for you to verify if that's your signature at the bottom of that page. Hold on, we're going to do it. There you go. Is that your signature, Mr. Lewis, dated March 21st of this year?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So based on your answers to those questions, Mr. Lewis, it's been determined you're not eligible for appointed counsel. So are you ready to proceed with your revocation hearing this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to read the allegations against you, and you'll enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. And then we'll have an interview with you led by Mrs. Stapleton. Once we finish with the interview, you'll be allowed to make a statement if you'd like before we vote. Okay?
No.
You're accused of violating the conditions of your parole, specifically condition number 4, and it states you committed domestic abuse battery with child endangerment, which led to your arrest on or about June 5th, 2023 by the Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office. On or about March 7th, 2024, you pled guilty to disturbing the peace. How do you plead to violating condition number 4?
That's right.
You plead guilty or not guilty?
I plead guilty to disturbing the peace.
So you plead guilty to violating condition number 4.
No, ma'am.
So how do you plead to violating condition 4 of your parole conditions?
I'm sorry, not guilty.
Not guilty. And then condition number 10, which has to do with your fees, it said you are $819 in arrears in supervision fees. How do you plead to violating condition number 10?
The only reason why I'm in the rear because I've been here, but
Yes, sir. I need to enter your plea of guilty or not guilty. You can explain it when Ms. Stapleton asks you your questions.
yes, ma'am.
Guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty right now because I'm
Guilty.
not.
Okay. All right. Would you answer Mrs. Stapleton's questions, please?
Good morning, sir. I got a couple of questions. The first one, I want to start out with the domestic violence situation with Ms. Dotson. Is she your fiance?
My wife.
She's your wife now. Okay, she's your wife. Okay, can you explain to me what happened that she would call the police? And they did take pictures of the different injuries, and the child was involved. Can you explain what happened there that the police would respond and actually believe your wife on what was being said? I know she recanted later, but tell me what happened, please.
Okay. Well, she seen something on my phone and she got mad.
Mhm.
She was mad and she just got to acting crazy. But I never put my hands on her, and my kid was never in danger.
Pardon? I'm sorry.
I said she was acting crazy that night, like because she seen something on my phone. She was acting she got all mad, and she just called the police. And my kids never was in danger because they wouldn't be much around us, like when we was arguing.
Where were your children at, sir?
My kids in Lake Charles right now. Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Why are they in Lake Charles?
Because that's where they stay.
Okay. So the younger children were just present, is that what you were saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're saying you didn't hit her in any way?
Not at all.
And then the money that you're in arrears for, what's causing that?
Black girl.
Pardon?
I've been here 11 months, almost.
Because you were locked up? What about prior to that? Were you working?
Yes, ma'am.
Had a regular job? Were you paying on your fees during the time you were working?
I was. The only thing I was in the rear of was $200 and some dollars. I was in the rear then, like $200 and some dollars.
Okay, you were in arrears only $200 something.
Yeah.
And so when all this came about, she was your fiance, and since then y'all have gotten married. Is that correct?
She was my wife the whole time. Her name is Alexia Dotson Lewis.
Pardon?
Her name is Alexia Dotson Lewis.
Okay, all right. Well, in the police report, I was just seeing Dotson, and then it was saying fiance. So, I don't have any other questions. I'll refer to my other colleagues.
Okay.
Mr. Freeman?
Okay, why did your daughter have the bat?
Ma'am? I mean,
Why did your daughter have a baseball bat?
somebody had a baseball bat?
It says,
I don't know nothing about no baseball bat.
you say you took it out your daughter's hand and it cut her lip accidentally.
Sir, I wasn't even around when the police came. No, sir. I never talked to no police or nothing, sir.
And, you say you were working, right? Where were you working at?
Specialty services and equipment in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
That's all I have.
So, Mr. Lewis, where's your wife today?
She in Lake Charles right now, ma'am.
She knew you were coming up for a hearing today?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a minute.
Do you know you were coming up for a hearing today?
Ma'am, I did.
Okay. Well, everything you're telling us contradicts what she told police. So that's going to be an issue. Is there a statement you'd like to make to us before we vote?
Oh, ma'am.
Okay, well, we'll be voting. Mrs. Stapleton will be voting first.
Okay.
I vote to revoke based upon the domestic violence, battery with endangerment of child.
Mr. Freeman?
I concur with Ms. Stapleton. I think a lot more went on here and, I vote to.
Mr. Lewis, I do agree with my colleagues. My vote today, based on the evidence that's in the record that a battery occurred, my vote today is to revoke your parole. So, sir, your parole's being revoked today. We'll send you information on when you can reapply for another parole hearing. Good luck to you, sir. All right, that concludes our business in Vernon. Thanks so much, officers, for accommodating us. We're going to sign off. It's 9:55.